Hi Scorpio, welcome back. So Scorpio, this is going to be a reading for mid-August. It is you versus them spread. So I'm going to pull cards on you, what your hopes, fears, next steps are, and then I'm going to pull cards on the person you're dealing with. The person external to you can be anyone of significance in your life right now. It could be an intimate partner, an ex, a family member, a friend, a coworker, you name it. Watch the reading now, but then come back and watch it again towards the end of September. Sometimes you can get additional messages or a broader understanding, okay, by rewatching it. Also, don't forget to check out my social media account links, my other YouTube, and my merchandise, all linked below. So, Scorpio, let's see what you are dealing with for mid-August through early September. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Eight of Wands as the overall energy. The shared energy here talks about journeys. Okay, to me, the Eight of Wands in traditional tarot always talks about communication. So you may be getting some new communication surrounding this person or from this person or to this person. About this person, and or just simply it's a movement forward energy. Okay, so we'll get all the cards out and see how this plays out for you. What energy is Scorpio coming into this time period with? You have the King of Swords energy here. That's the energy you're embodying coming into this month, or you could be dealing with the King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's a very don't want to hear it type of mentality, okay, in this deck. So I feel like, you know, that could be your stance, Scorpio, or the person that you're dealing with. It is more of a colder energy, an emotionally detached energy, but also the King of Swords is someone who is very intelligent, is very analytical. So Scorpio, that's showing up on your side, your energy. So I think that you are doing a lot of thinking. It's a lot of cerebral energy, okay? So let's see. Person you're dealing with, their overall energy is the Ace of Cups. Wow. You know what's really interesting, Scorpio, is at the bottom of your deck, I have the Tower card, which represents Scorpio in this deck. And at the bottom of this person's deck, whoever this is, I have the Death card, which is also you. So you are loud and strong and proud. What I'm saying is, like, you're really showing up in your own reading for sure. So we'll see what that's all about. But they have the Ace of Cups and how they're beginning this time period. So the Ace of Cups is love, is being in love. If this is intimate, this person has a lot of love for you. For others of you, it's just that this person is finding, you know, emotional fulfillment within their life, you know, within themselves. They have a lot of emotions to offer the world or you. The interesting thing is, like, your energy's kind of, you know, not in that space right now. So you might be a little bit detached, you know, from this person that has a lot of love to give to you, or vice versa, they are to you, okay? Because it could always be interchangeable, but we'll see. How you view the person external to you, Scorpio. How you view the person external to you. All right, so Ten of Swords, King of Wands. Interesting. Some of you are dealing with fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. I have fire and air out so far. Or that's just the energy around this person. this might be an energy around this person in their life, you know. It's interesting. So a lot of you feel like your perception of this person is someone who you went through an ending with or a betrayal with. Okay, but there's also this sense of like wanting to comfort or finding comfort. For a few of you, you had an ending with this person and they have found comfort in someone else. And I picked that up in your last reading. That's not all of you. For others of you, it's this sense of like, feeling betrayed by this person. But at the same time wanting like their comfort or their warmth. That's an interesting message here. Some of you had an ending or a betrayal and you found comfort elsewhere, okay? So there's a few different ways I can read this. And not all of you is this intimate. For some of you, it's just whoever it is, whether it's intimate or platonic, there was definitely a 10 of Swords here in this person's life, because this is how you view them, as going through some sort of ending or betrayal, okay? So how they view you. So they view you as the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. I feel like this person views you as taking on too much, quite literally within the work environment for a few of you. For others of you, it's like this person views you as being emotionally burdened or emotionally burdensome or heavy to them. Like this dynamic between the two of you might be a little bit heavy. I feel like this person sees, you know, that your focus, that you're trying to put your focus elsewhere. Like I said, mostly in the career sector. This person sees that you're working to rebuild. So, Scorpio's energy towards the end of this time frame. Woo. Well. Ugh. So, Scorpio, your energy towards the end of this time frame is the 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and then the 5 of Cups. Okay. So I feel like, you know, the 4 of Pentacles in this deck is a very different meaning than traditional. Okay. So it's kind of has a sneaky vibe to it. I traditionally see the 4 of Pentacles as being somewhat of a fixed nature, which you are a fixed sign, or holding on to grudges, holding on to your stance. And I saw that you weren't necessarily emotionally open at the beginning of the reading, so that kind of makes sense. But then with the 2 of Wands here, it is in this depiction a conversation to be had. I think that like you're uncertain about somebody's uncertain if they made the right decision. I feel like, you know, Scorpio, some of you, it's kind of like a crossroads type of energy when you have the 2 of Wands here. But there's an uncertainty here. Okay, so I don't know what that's about. So let's see. What is the person you're dealing with's energy? Woo! Oh my goodness. Okay, that's interesting. Give me one more. So you have the Strength card here. Queen of Cups. Leo energy. Water energy as well. What is this? Yep. And then the World card. So this person's in this energy of trying to be emotionally strong. Okay, I feel like they don't know whether they're coming or going at times, Scorpio. It's like, that's why I got that level of uncertainty here. In this depiction, there is people looking two different ways. This depiction, they're looking two different ways. It's like a contemplation, like, I don't really know what the next direction is here. And so I'm definitely going to clarify it and get more specific to see what that's about and why that is. It's the King of Swords. It's the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so over the King of Swords, to get more clarification, I have the Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups. It's definitely wanting to take action. For some of you, towards a past person. And that's why you've emotionally detached or will be over the next 2 weeks. For others of you, it may not necessarily be a person from the past that you're thinking about taking action towards. It could be like repeating past mistakes. So watch that. This person that you're dealing with over here is in the Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. So they are definitely emotionally available and open. But for some reason, a part of me feels like it's not necessarily in your direction. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it causes you then, Scorpio, to have to go back to a past person or another person. For a few of you. Not all of you is that the case. For the rest of you that are not going back to a past person and you know whether you are or not, or thinking about it, I should say, then it's just this energy of taking action, but you're taking action towards the past. Or contemplating it, or thinking on to the past, thinking about the past, thinking about memories, thinking about things that are gone, things that are over. But what you want is movement forward. The person you're dealing with wants movement forward too. And like I said, they have the Ace of Cups. Knight of Cups. You know? So, why does Scorpio see them as the Ten of Swords? You have the Fool, the Three of Rods, over the Ten of Swords. So, yeah. You see this person as like waiting on a new beginning after an ending. Or you are waiting on a new beginning after an ending. But this person, if that's the case, They are emotionally available, but like I said, I'm not fully convinced it's towards your direction or you, they. Yeah, there was a decision to be made here. All right, so for some of you, this person is open and available. They may have a lot of love for you, but they may not be communicating that to you, Scorpio, or you, they. Could be vice versa. Or they've moved forward with someone else, which has got you looking back or going back to the past, or it's like by default, I'm going to go this way because you're going this way, or this person did that, okay? For a few of you. All right, so there was a decision to be made here, but I feel like whatever decision was made, and I feel this is past energy for the most part, in the future, it's this re-looking at it, re-contemplation of that on both sides of like, well, was that the right decision? So I'm going to clarify the Strength card and Queen of Cups. Woo. Yeah. So you had the Five of Rods come out in the reverse, Queen of Swords over the Strength card, and then the Eight of Cups over the Queen of Cups. So it's, you know, this person no longer wants to compete, Scorpio. They don't want conflict. They don't want to fight anymore, or fight for this for some of you. And they're walking away, okay? And it's completing a cycle in the relationship. Now, for others of you, you know, that's one scenario. The other scenario is that there was conflict or family conflict possibly surrounding this person, and they're cutting it out, you know, and walking away from that because they want a new beginning, okay? And that could be totally outside of your relationship with this person, but that's kind of what they're going through in, you know, in other parts of their life. So there's two different ways I could read that. But it's you know, quite simply as a general energy, it's like cutting it out. What's the Five of Cups? Chariot. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's uncertainty. Page of Cups. There's uncertainty here. So I feel like Scorpio, you know, someone has regrets within the situation, whether that's you or this person. There's kind of like a bouncing back and forth. There's definitely an uncertain vibe, I guess, on whether to stick with your guns, or to possibly go a different direction or have a conversation. I feel heavily that you want to have a conversation. Okay, I think that you want to communicate, reciprocate is what came to mind, or this person does. I feel it mostly on your side, but it's a general reading. It's not a private reading, so it could be interchangeable. I do feel like you want movement forward in this situation. And I think that the reason you were emotionally detaching at the beginning of the reading is because I think that, you know, there's heavy contemplation here about not wanting to repeat the past. Although some of you might, like I said, be returning to the past or a past person. But if you do that, Scorpio, I think that you'll question, or if you've already done that for a few of you, because timelines are different for everybody, you will question whether that was the right thing to do. And it kind of puts you in this, like back and forth energy, like, you know, as opposed to movement forward. The person that you're dealing with, you know, has a lot of love here, a lot of emotion. And they do have the Knight of Cups, which is usually coming forward with that. And then you have the Eight of Wands here. But the problem is that the way the cards came out is you see that this person is not facing your energy. They're facing away from it. And I do like to pay attention to the way the cards come out. So, and then towards the end of the month, it's like, like I said, someone's cutting out giving up, or already has, not willing to compete, not willing to do the conflict, walking away, and it helps complete a cycle. I think someone's very upset over the situation because a lot of their world revolved around this person, whether yours revolved around this person or they you, you know, and there is definitely hurt emotion here. That's what happens, right, when the Ace of Cups is here. And what's interesting is you both have the Page of Cups at the bottom of your deck. So this is a new beginning here in love. And the Page of Cups, it also speaks about apologies. But this is all future energy now, so that would highly depend on free will, yours and the person you're dealing with, on whether that would occur or not. For others of you, it's just speaking of a new beginning here. Having a new beginning. You know, but in life, we're constantly having beginnings and endings, so don't get so caught up in that. We're constantly cycling. It's just part of the journey, which was the overall message. If you can't see it, but on the bottom it says journey. The guidance is to communicate. All right. Or you might literally receive that communication. Okay. But I hope that was helpful to you, Scorpio, and shed some more light into the situation. For those of you that this was for if it resonated with you, then awesome. Like, share, and subscribe. My private readings are closed right now, but they'll open back up soon. So make sure that you subscribe so you get the notification. I have, here's the zodiac signs I have out that you could be dealing with. I have Cancer here, Leo. I have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Pisces, and I have heavy fire, so it could also be a Sagittarius if I didn't say that. Taurus at the bottom of the deck. Those could be placements in your chart or the person you're dealing with. It's going to be different for all of you. Just keep that in mind. I wish you all of the very best, though, either way. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.